today I'm gonna be testing my skills and taking something apart, something this complex, this expensive. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous, but let me show you what we're working with. You guys thought I forgot about the 720S, but I didn't. So yes, today we will be working on this car. I'm very excited. So this is going to be a very special project because today we're going to be taking the entire rear apart minus the bumper, because tomorrow there is a full exhaust with downpipes that's coming that will be getting installed on the McLaren. Very excited for that, but this is going to take quite a while in removing all these parts, and I have to say I'm a bit nervous because I've never done this before, and I mean, very expensive car, but I did do my research. So I actually found the shop here. I spoke with the mechanics. They were kind enough to let me spend some time there to just ask them a million questions. So I think more or less I have it. Now it's just actually doing it and taking it apart. So you can see why I'm just panicking, because I mean, working on the McLaren, I don't know, but I'm very, very excited for this. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's put the quick jacks under the car, get it up in the air, and let's get to it. So the car is now jacked up on the quick jacks, and I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is to jack this car up. I'm not sure if my camera can get this, but you see how flat it is? There's just nothing disturbing it, no pinch welds. There's two very specific parts where it shows on where to jack it. This and the GT3 are by far the easiest cars to jack up, but now let me show you what we're gonna start doing. So first, I'm gonna remove the two rear wheels because we need to get to the wheel lining. Once we're done with that, the first step is actually to remove this wing. There's a few bolts there, and then we're gonna move the centerpiece. But before I do that, let me run and go get some blankets because there's just no way I'm gonna put these pieces on the floor. So I'll be right back. I'm back, so I have the blankets now on the floor, so now we can get started. All right, so we're making some progress. These parts are off, and those are the easiest ones, the wing and then just the center part. Now we need to move here to the side, remove the wheel lining from both the left and the right side, because then that's gonna give us access to a whole bunch of bolts here, because these fenders need to come off next, and that's gonna be the most difficult part, but let's continue. So I just removed the wheel lining from both sides, and I just thought I showed you how it looks here. So here you can see the intake, the downpipes right here, and then just a lot of the suspension components. I think this is just really cool, and I thought some of you might think it as well, just the engineering behind it. Look at these springs, they're so small. What I noticed, everything in this car is just so tiny. I guess just how they made everything fit here. And I look at this little end link. It's so cute. But yeah, that's everything here. So we're almost there now. Let me show you what's next. So I need to unlock this door. I don't know, sometimes it just beeps for a random reason. So if I unlock this door, well, if I open it, I just need to remove this rubber trimming all along here. Then I need to remove this plastic piece, and then that's gonna give me access to some bolts to remove this panel right here. Now once I remove that panel, then it's gonna give me access to some bolts to remove the fender. So we need to do that on both sides, so let's go ahead and keep going. So I got the bottom panels removed on both sides, but I did forget to mention something else. So the text did tell me that this part was also hard, just because it's so flimsy and fragile, it can easily break on you. So this will require two people. So one needs to be up here just pulling this part up, and then the other person needs to go down here and then push it up from here, and then just take it off little by little. It does have like about 3 or 4 clips here that you want to be really careful that you don't break it. So I'm gonna have Chris help me on this one, just because I'm not trying to break any part on this car, and then we can get started with the fenders. Okay, so I finally got those side grills off. Let me tell you that those techs were not kidding when they said that that was complicated. I am so happy that they're finally done. Now we can move to the fenders. About time. I know I've been saying this for like the past 3 times that I've come on camera, but we can get to it. So there's some bolts here that I need to take off. There's some bolts here on the side. There's here towards the bottom, and then there's some in here that I need to remove as well, and then we can get the fenders, and then we can keep going. So let's go ahead and do that. So 1,000 bolts later, and I finally got these fenders removed. The bolts just kept popping out of everywhere. Let me show you. So here they are. I laid them on top of some mats. I'm so glad that this came off. This was like the most time-consuming part of everything. But now let me show you what I have left, which we're almost done. I'm so glad, because this has taken a long time. Just so many bolts, I tell you. Okay, so now we have 2 pieces. We need to take off this piece, which has like about 6 bolts, and then this heat shield, and then we should be done. So finally, we're almost there. My energy is like drained, guys. It's taken so long, but let's continue taking this off, and then I'll be right back. finally got those 2 pieces off, and we finally got to the exhaust. So this is it in all its glory. So take a good look at it. We had to take all of these pieces off just to get to the exhaust and the downpipes. But let me give you a quick walk around because this looks crazy. I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow, anybody that would just come and just look at this right now would probably be like, what have you done to this car? This looks insane. I have to say that it was a learning experience. I definitely learned a lot. It was still a lot of fun, a lot of work. There's only one thing that I regret though. I regret not having an electric ratchet because that would have just made things so much easier. It would have not taken as long as I did because I was just doing everything manual, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm so glad that I finally got it done though. I took apart all the pieces that I needed to. So like I mentioned before, they will be getting a new exhaust and downpipes, but that'll be in a future video. So stay tuned for that. I'm very excited for it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on the next one.